guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 2. We are on Rena's path still, and we're going to do the tournament a second time. I don't need to do any more training, I'm all ready to go. You do need to make sure that, Claude, I don't think you even need to get Claude to a decent level on Rena's path, since you don't gain control of him in the tournament. I do note that any additional lines of dialogue that we got in changing between Claude's path and Rena's path are really just due to the fact that I have different characters. In this case, Pressus and Ashen. Ashen's been pretty much silent, but Pressus has said stuff about Claude being handsome or looking handsome when he fights multiple times, and so that's about it. Talent Scout. Speaking of talents, the talents you want to get for Pressus are Dexterity and Sense of Design, because she's going to be doing a lot of machinery. That's what you want her to do, no matter which path she's on. If you recruit her, she must be able to do... sorry, my brain just farted for a second. She must be able to do machinery, because she needs to do that in order to create some of her best weapons. No, not all of them, but she can create some of her own weapons. She can also create some of her own killer moves, so we want her to be able to do that. In this case, I only got Dexterity, not Sense of Design, but I will be showing a way of getting that in due time. Pretty much after the tournament, and one other thing, then we'll be showing off the talent stuff. I haven't forgotten about it, I just have a specific time when I want to work on it. I love those dragons. They're awesome. I take it back already. I don't know, every time they do that, they look like they're fighting each other, right in his face or something. So we've already seen most of the rest of this dialogue, just some of the unique stuff with Pressus and Ashton there. They have a good comedy dialogue, fast forward, back and forth. So they're a good combination to recruit together. But once we go through this scene, that's when the path splits apart and we follow what Rena does. She goes for a walk. But of course, a walk is not going to be completely uneventful, because this is a JRPG. So anyway, I would have liked to have gotten control of Claude to change his equipment, but that's fine. Yeah, whatever. It's all good. So yeah, you can go around and talk to people. I think you get different... No, you don't get different lines of dialogue. Never. Oh, excuse me. Never mind. But yeah, you need to walk all the way over here. They don't really tell you where you have to go. You just have to keep running around, and eventually you'll find the place. You need to head up here. If you remember, this is where we got the sword for Claude on Claude's path. Finally been finished. Please enter the tournament with Grandfather's sword. Where's his store? It's right there. This is a rundown shack, no matter how you look at it. It's Grandfather's store. I need to pick a weapon shop for the tournament soon, so he's not going to do it here, and because of that, he's not going to do very well. Not that I think it would matter anyway, but, yeah. Anyway, let's talk to the little girl. Yeah? We know one person for sure. We think we know another person, though we haven't seen him in a while. No one to fight for us using it. One of my friends will be in the tournament. Shall I ask him for you? But he's chosen his store already. Well, that's so helpful, isn't it? Well, that sucks, because I'd rather change my mind and go with this sword, because you get a way better sword out of it. We'll just find a fighter who will use your sword. Rena has to be, you know, the knight in shining armor to help everybody out, which is nice. She's definitely a nice character. She goes out of her way to help people out, so very altruistic. Gotta find a place where there's lots of fighters all in the same place. But grandfather said not to go to bad places. Which is a good plan. So the little girl is going to be protected by the slightly older girl, who's still only 17 and not a fighter. Okay, sure, why not? Anyway, I'll go with you. If eventually you'll stop talking and let me go. Okay, there we go. So yeah, we're supposed to go find someone to use the sword, and to do so, we need to go over here and head to the bar, which of course is where pretty much everybody congregates, so let's go to the bar. Now I think, if I remember correctly, this takes absolutely forever, or you just have to leave right away and it works that way. Don't choose anyone who looks scary. Be sure he looks kind. Okay then. If you're not busy, how about going out with me instead? Yeah, we didn't even get a response to that. Forget it. I don't need the dull old sword. I already have a sponsor. I think she needs to clue in twice and move around twice. What's this kid doing here? Nope. Game. Watch out for the men who've had too much to drink. There's a good idea. No, I'm not going out with you. Nope, stop. I want to go talk to you. Thank you. Okay, I think I just try and leave. We can't leave her here. Game? There we go. Yeah, you just got to talk to a bunch of people, try and leave. I think you have to have Sophia or whatever her name is move around a couple of times so she's in that spot in order for it to happen. What is Diaz doing here? Well, we kind of already know he's going to enter the tournament. That's something he said he was going to do anyway. You seem to remember something like that. You seem to. You mean you don't remember something that happened probably a week ago? Yeah. Did you have a spat with Claude or something? Shouldn't be coming to places like this on your own. Ha ha. Not that at all. She's looking for a warrior who needs her grandfather, for her grandfather to sponsor. He makes swords. Swords? I know nothing about swords. Are they looking at you funny? Yeah, it's a real man of you. Real cocky. I want to kill him. Don't get mad at children. Not and say that you're going to kill them anyway. Get mad at children and, you know, quote unquote, beat them up. That's what I do with my nephews all the time. Oh, they usually end up beating me up, though, so who knows. Maybe I'm just not very good at this. I have a feeling it's not dull, considering the sword we got from him on Claude's path was called the Sharp Edge. I have a feeling it was probably pretty sharp. And who might you be? The lacquer of the lacquer? Wait, what? Or the liqueur of the liqueur? I have no idea what he's talking about. Lacquer has rested on its laurels. Looked around and haven't found anything worthy of the town's former reputation. And just what do you mean by that? Been to every single shop and I have yet to see one decent sword. Well, I guess we know what's happening. We already do from what we saw on Claude's path, but oh well. Haven't registered with a sponsor yet. He's no judge of weapons. Fool! We shall see. Once the tournament begins, I think he's going to do quite well. I don't know how I know this, but I have a feeling. I am at your service. Alright, let's go. Come with me and bring the girl. You can't leave her alone in the bar. As you can tell, the Rena's Path really deals a lot more with what's going on with her, Diaz, and Sophia, as opposed to the tournament itself. I'm not stupid. I'm a little kid. All about a sword your grandfather forged? Do you have it? All the swords Grandpa Gamgee forges are the best swords anywhere. Grandpa Gamgee? What's wrong? You've been with me long enough. Stop wandering around town and get back to your friends. Okay. What is wrong? Don't want him angry at me again like last time. Ha ha. It's also a reason to get rid of her, I guess. Probably. I'm going to take the kid to the old man's house. There's no need for you to come. I guess not. Sorry if I'm going through the dialogue a little quickly. It's kind of generic, some of it anyway. Fight through the finals. Alright. Wait a minute. Now, since you're alone, you can do some additional, or at least before this scene. But yeah, you can control her now, so you can do some pickpocketing by yourself if you really want to. I don't need to do any additional stuff because I've already done the stuff from before. But now you just need to head back to the hotel here. I just need a little rest. Sure. I think we're in the far one, right? Yeah. Especially not Claude, which is why Claude noted that she was a little bit melancholic when coming back from her walk. At least that's my interpretation of things, but who knows? And we've already seen this. Drive. Basically, that line dialogue was the same as what we saw before. Look at all the warriors. These will probably be among them. Where will Claude fit in? Fast forward. There we go. Let's go to the castle. Look at you. I'm okay. I'm relaxed today. Ready to win. Sure. You're not gonna win, but anyway, you do want to, you don't need to check his gear, but what you will want to do is check his skills. Head Splitter, Energy Sword. I haven't even filled up Energy Sword on this path, but Head Splitter's looking pretty powerful, so that should be fine. I don't see him having any problems, but do make sure you've made your save file out. I believe Claude's guaranteed to win the path since you're not controlling it. I think that's how it works on this on Rena's path, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, we'll go all the way up here. Actually, well, I've already done most of it on screen, but I should have just met you all the way up here. They've blocked off a lot of the doors again like they did before. I can't remember if that Star Ruby in the Princess's Quarters was blocked off on Claude's path or not. I am going to see if I can steal the stuff here. Where are my bandit's gloves? Well, there's one. Two? Ah, bugger. Oh well. Stop that. Nah, the rest of the stuff's junk anyway. But yeah, you don't want to do too much pickpocketing with all of your party members there, since it'll lower their, whatever it is, the relationship points between the characters. Not that it really matters. It's the only thing it really does anything to determine is whether your characters will be angered or whether they will like each other enough for endings. That's pretty much it. It influences, I think, like 2 or 3 private actions, but that's about it. But we've already seen most of this stuff. It only becomes different again once we talk to Diaz again. And we kind of know how this goes. After this, we have the little spat between Claude and Rena, and she goes after Diaz. So I'm just going to skim through the dialogue very quickly because it really doesn't matter. Anyway, fast forward. This is going to take forever if I don't. There we go. So yeah, she chases after him, says Diaz, and yeah. Always doing things that are misunderstood by our friends. Okay. Your friends, our friends, whatever he said. I don't have time either. Hurry up and find Gamgee. How shall I do that? First, we'll go to town. Go to the old man's house. That would make sense. Diaz is back in the party at the same HP he had when we saw him before, and the same gear that he had from before. At this point, you want to give him the extra flame blade. Do not give him the oriental blade. There's a specific reason for this. And that should be pretty much all he needs. And you can give him a wooden shield since I don't have any other uses for those. And you can give him a pair of boots. Sure, why not? And yeah, basically just give him a decent weapon, but not the best weapon. Something that you could have already bought. You should have a second flame blade on her path, so just give him that. And yeah, I'll meet you at Gamgee's. Okay, this is inside Gamgee's house. Tell me what happened now. He seems to scare a lot of people, or make them uncomfortable anyway. Where is he? We were going to the castle, and men came up, and they took the sword away. Oh, great. We kind of heard this with a single line of dialogue on Claude's path, and Celine wanted to hear the full story later, but we're going to get it now. On Rena's path, anyway. Yeah, they do. It seemed to, anyway. You see where they went. Apparently not. They'll still be in town, which would make sense. That's their game. What should we do? Must be in the tavern. I'll meet you back at the tavern. Okay, and when you try to go back into the tavern there, then we get some guys coming out, and this is why I wanted you to make sure you had at least a decent weapon equipped on Diaz. Because we're going to have to fight for our sword. You don't think they're just going to hand it over, do you? I don't know what you're talking about. The sword at your side. That one's not yours. Try this blade out on you. And this is a very easy fight with both Rena and Diaz. It plays out like the ones before did. Let Diaz do all the work. His sword slash it moves really fast, but it takes a while to charge up before it moves really fast. So, I don't know, it's kind of hit and miss. Certain aspects of his weapon or his attack I like, certain ones I don't. And for that, we don't get the sharp edge, but we get the sharpness. They're the ones who were giving Sophia trouble before. Which I'm surprised she didn't realize, but... yeah, and then they do a little flashback to that scene. But yeah, those guys fall down pretty easily. Nothing much to worry about there. They didn't have a chance. That's not right. Face to face. Seems like the better choice. Beats me. Well, no one's going to beat you today, bud. The hurrier will miss the tournament. Doubt they would seriously injure an old man, but I am a bit worried. Well, in order to figure out that, we only have to walk into the bar, but I want to show this off real quick here. The sharpness. This is not the sharp edge that we got. It is much, 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 much better and is unique to this single time use. It was only on DS at this point in the game, and when we get him later, we don't get the sword. But all of his other gear will be removed at that point. So you can go like that and say, oh, I'm going to steal it for later. No, he keeps everything he has, so I'll give him the dull sword. Yeah, don't leave him with any gear because he'll take it and it'll be replaced with new gear when you get him next time. Skills, they're still at 0, but next time we get access to them, it'll be back at 200. So anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time, we will continue looking for Gamgee, do the rest of the tournament, and then we will move on with the plot. Or will we find a new character? You're not going to find out next time, but maybe the time after that. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.